What is going on, Sports Wars? We're here. We're a little bit late, but we are live. And I got to be perfectly honest with you. Being late was not our fault. It was not our fault. Blame StreamYard. It was being weird. It was being strange. We thought we were going to have to go like total, emergency protocol with this thing, but it finally worked. So thankfully, we are here. I got Fear the Beardo. What's up, man?
Nothing much. Good to be here. That much closer to football season, man. I'm super excited.
Yep. Hall of Fame game this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this was the last, because that's on Thursday. Is that right?
The 30th, I believe.
That's a Wednesday then.
Is it?
Yeah. 30,
maybe it's
right?
the 31st.
I think it's 31st.
Yeah, this is like this was the last Thursday without football that we'll have for like weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks.
It's a fast off season.
It feels like it. It's a quick season though. You know what I mean? Like once you really get into it, the season goes quick, man. 17 games and then playoffs, couple weeks. So not like baseball, which, I mean, to be honest, I guess this season might actually come the same amount of time, but you don't get nearly as much football. Just constant baseball. NBA season lasts forever. Like that shit starts around Halloween and goes until June.
Yeah.
So
you got expanded playoffs too.
Yes. The 10 teams making the playoffs, but doesn't matter. Regardless of what season of sports we're in, we're going to be here. John Matrix from Black and White Sports. What's going on, man?
Doing good, man. Doing good. Yeah, Hall of Fame game. I can't wait to see part of it. I never watched the full thing. It ends up being a bunch of players that none of the starters played that game anyway. But it's just nice to have football back. That's why I watched a little bit of it.
Yeah, to me, I think the Bears played in it last year. I barely watched it. It's like we talked about this before. I'm not a huge preseason guy, period. Especially this early. We've had a couple days worth of training camp. So now both of these teams have to get ready to play a game. So it's going to be like really limited play call stuff, really basic packages, everything like that. It's probably going to be sloppy as shit. But you do have those guys that are fighting for the roster spot.
Yeah, and I believe that losing that one preseason game, in a way, it hurts the product in the opening part of the season. Like last season, I was like, man, these teams don't look very good right now. They're still working their way into shape.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you don't want to play your starters, obviously, because of injury, but you almost have to. Like that last preseason game, like the starters need to play the majority of the game for the product for the week one of the regular season. Because damn, John, you're right. Like, how long did it take the Bengals last year just to get into game shape? Like the Bengals fucking stunk for a long time. And that's a good team. That's a good team right there. Like not a few years removed from the Super Bowl. And they were fucking bad to start off the season.
Yeah. But I guess you could also say if everybody is doing the same exact thing, then I suppose it's still an equal playing field. You know what I mean? It's not like a handful of teams are out there. Hey, we're going to do fucking starters 2 quarters in that first game, 3 quarters of the second game. We're going to let them play almost the entire thing. They're going to be ready to fucking go. Nobody's doing it. Everybody's just resting their guys.
Well, you remember the third preseason game, the starters used to play the whole first half when you had 4 games, and now you only have 3, and they barely play any in the preseason.
Pretty much. So we're in the middle of training camp right now. So you've got everybody with the super overreactions to every single thing. JJ McCarthy threw like 5 interceptions in one training camp, like in one day of training camp. Caleb Williams throws a couple interceptions. Aaron Rodgers throws a pick. And then there's, I don't like how Freiermuth, look at, he's already upset with Aaron Rodgers because of this. This is like the overreaction time for the NFL when it comes to anything that gets seen in training camp. But have you been paying attention to Giants?
Like on Saturday.
Go ahead.
They just reported to camp like on Saturday.
Yes. This is the time, though. This is where people's hopes and dreams fail. They're like, we had such high expectations, and now look at that. During these drills, an interception.
Yeah.
And then Justin Fields, dislocated toe. Oh my gosh, Justin Fields is done for the year. His foot's going to fucking fall off. What are the Jets going to do? And then he's like back to practice the next day.
Bro, it's the way that they reported that thing. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like the way they reported that, it was like Justin Fields gets carted off the field after apparent lower body injury.
Right.
And so everyone's like, holy fuck. In reality, he rode a cart off the field as opposed to being carted off the field, right? So he like dislocates his toe or something like that, which you don't want to happen to your quarterback, especially one that relies on their mobility a little bit like Justin Fields. But yeah, he dislocates his toe, he's hopping around, and he hops in a golf cart and takes a ride back to the training facility. Like the way it was reported felt like he snapped his leg in two. And like they had to get a cast out there and they get him on the cart, ambulance. Like that's how it felt. But in a span of like 12 hours, we realized it really wasn't that big of a deal.
Yeah. I'm not going to overreact to the first few days of camp. And by the time the end of the season comes, like 80% of the guys are banged up anyway.
Pretty much. We got D's Webos here. Do you guys think Pro Bowl should be moved to the preseason? I think it'd be a good idea since most NFL stars need the workout anyway. That doesn't make any sense, though.
Yeah, that's weird to have last year's Pro Bowl.
Yeah.
For the
I still say
for the next season.
Bring it back to Hawaii the week after the Super Bowl.
The week after.
Yeah, they should have never messed with it. Now they got it a week before the Super Bowl, which is dumb.
It worked pretty well for years and years and years. You know what I mean?
Well, a lot of guys, they wanted a free trip to Hawaii. Who wouldn't take that? That's why they wanted to go.
Look, there's way more problems with the Pro Bowl than just when it's at now, because now it's not a football game.
It's a
it's flag football. It's ridiculous.
Intramural weird stuff, man. I don't even watch the Pro Bowl.
Now, I think some of the challenges and stuff that they do, like those are fine. Like working in the dodgeball stuff and like all the different skills things they do, like those things are fine. But the problem is the game is no longer an actual game; it is flag football, and
and nobody plays in it really.
They do that here in Orlando, and never once was I like, I'm gonna go check this out. Never once over the past couple of years of living in Orlando and the Pro Bowl in Orlando have I felt any desire to go watch that.
Yep.
But I don't know. I bring back the old days. You guys remember that clip of, was it Carson Palmer doing the quarterback skills competition where he just tripped over something and he just ate dirt, man? You guys remember that?
I don't. My favorite Pro Bowl clip was Peyton Manning on the sideline talking shit on Mike Vanderjagt. And our idiot kicker got liquored up, ran his fucking mouth to the media. And it's a shame because he's a good kicker, but he's a fucking idiot. I loved it.
Yeah.
Mike Vanderjagt.
I remember they used to make the Pro Bowl was safe because they had rules where you couldn't do these certain defensive plays that could injure somebody. So
yeah, right. There was like no blitzing and stuff.
No blitzing and stuff like that, yeah.
Here is Carson Palmer 2005 quarterback challenge.
Man. Carson Palmer. I'll tell you, you talk about a team that's on the rise. It has to be the Cincinnati Bengals with Carson Palmer and Chad Johnson. Here's
Oh my God.
Man, you know what? Carson Palmer, man, he was the ultimate what could have been. He was a really good quarterback, man. And then he got injured. And he was still good after he came back. But I believe he would have been a great quarterback if he didn't get injured.
Yeah, that knee injury he had in Cincinnati.
This is when it happened right here. He actually had a little tear in his knee here, and nobody knew about it.
For real?
Nah, I'm just kidding.
Okay, I was about to say. Because it wasn't too far long after 05. It might have been the 06 or 07 season when his knee got shredded apart. And he played a few more years in Cincinnati after that. Bounced around, went to Oakland, and then...
Arizona.
Yeah, no, yeah, he kind of had a career revival with Bruce Arians in Arizona and stuff with Larry Fitz and Anquan Bolden. I think Anquan Bolden was still there at the time. He might have been in San Francisco or Baltimore, but they went to an NFC championship. They were one game away from going to a Super Bowl, I believe.
I think he could have been a Hall of Famer. His numbers still look really good.
Mm-hmm.
He has
Bro,
like
look at
what,
the people in this
45,000
picture.
yards.
Fucking Joey Harrington. Was that a Pro Bowl challenge? That's who that is, right?
It looks like it, yeah. Yeah, Jake
Jesus.
Delhomme. Drew Brees. Wait, was that Drew Brees when he was still on the Chargers? Laying down on the ground right there? No, the other one. Fast forward a little bit. I think that's Drew Brees on the Chargers. Right behind Joey Harrington. Boom, right there.
Oh, it is. Yeah, it is Breeze. Yeah.
Yeah. Matt Hasselbeck. Is that Matt Hasselbeck right next to him, too? Man, the good old days, man. The Reebok era of the NFL.
Is this Jake Delhomme?
That's Jake Delhomme, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's
look
him.
at that. Fucking wild, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Carson Palmer has 46,000 yards, 294 touchdowns.
Yeah, he's a what could have been kind of guy.
Yep.
Yeah, but in terms of the question about the Pro Bowl being the preseason, that doesn't make any sense.
No.
Because you're gonna have guys that aren't even on those teams anymore. You're gonna
Right.
have guys that might not be playing football anymore. Like it's just I think that after the season is a good thing. I get what they try to do by moving it in there, but then also you still have you also have another problem because then the two teams in the Super Bowl do not participate in the Pro Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's
in
why I
all
said a week
likelihood, those are going to be
afterwards.
some of the players people are the most interested in seeing.
Mhm.
The two teams, AFC, NFC, the best teams that year. You're not going to see them. So
Because I remember, man, back in the 90s, man, Aikman's, Emmett, Michael Irvin, they were making all those Pro Bowls. They played in the Pro Bowl after they won the Super Bowl. There wasn't no excuse.
Mm-hmm.
they used to want that fucking money too.
Yeah.
It used
Yeah,
to
you get-
matter.
Yep.
Used to matter. Not anymore. Cole Hauser for $5. Hail Beardo, Ryan, John, what's up, my riggas? Had fun at a CFL game last night. Yeah, I know it's CFL. 3 downs instead of 4, but it was fun. Go Yankees. Yeah, I mean, they got a lot of different rules there. They can start running and stuff before the ball is snapped, all of that shit. Aren't there more players on the field as well, I think,
Really?
For what?
for Canadian
CFL.
football?
Yeah, I think it's 12 players, right? 12 players.
Yeah, and you can at least have
Wide receivers can get a running start.
right. And I don't know if it's all of them or if it's like a certain number of people can get that running start. And by running start, I mean you can run parallel to the line of scrimmage in the NFL, but you can run actually like forward towards the line before the snap in college football or in Canadian Football League. So
Right.
That's way different.
yeah, I can't say I've watched too much of the old Rough Riders, but
Mm-hmm.
get some highlights every once in a while.
Yeah. And you get some like college legends, like guys who were really good in college but didn't quite cut it in the NFL, go on and win championships in the CFL.
Didn't Manziel go up there for a while?
I don't know about that, but I know that what's his name? I think Chad Kelly from Old Miss.
Mhm.
I think he did pretty well in the CFL recently. I
The
think
great Warren Moon was in the CFL.
Doug Flutie used to be in the CFL, right? And then Graham Harrell. Remember Graham Harrell?
Yeah.
He played in the NFL, CFL.
Yeah, Johnny Manziel played with the Hamilton Tiger Cats and the Montreal Alouettes.
There you go.
The Raven and Riding Desk, member for 15 months. Thank you very much. And Cole Hauser also, I think I added that. Go Yankees. Well, go Yankees. Yankees got a problem. It's funny. We were talking about here on this, and Will's not with us today. He's got some family stuff going on. So shout out to Will from Game On Sports. But they got some problems over there. If I can actually find where I put the damn thing. Here we go. And that's an Aaron Judge problem. We were talking last week. Will talked about, putting a bet on Cal Raleigh for AL MVP just because he had good odds at the time, even though Aaron Judge was the huge favorite, just in case Aaron Judge maybe gets injured. Never know what can happen. Well, a couple days later, maybe we'll put the curse on him because Aaron Judge, did I say Aaron Rodgers? Aaron Judge is injured. Now, they don't feel like it's something serious as of right now. Hopefully, they were a little bit worried, had a flexor strain. They were worried potentially about the UCL and what would have been Tommy John surgery and things like that.
That's what I was thinking too.
But he's on the 10-day injured list. Just as an aside, I hate that it's called the IL now instead of the DL.
I thought it was a DL.
Well, they changed it about 5 to 10 years ago. They changed it from the disabled list to the injured list. I don't know if it's because retards were getting offended or something about getting them getting called disabled. I honestly don't know. It's stupid. But Aaron Judge is on the 10-day IL as of right now. They avoided a disaster, but I think they're going to be very careful with him because that flexor strain is one of the injuries that can preclude a potential UCL injury.
Mm-hmm.
And I think when he does come back, he's probably going to be DHing for a while and stuff like that. I don't think they want him throwing the ball, but it could be a big fucking problem for the dude who should be the AL MVP as long as his injuries don't keep him out long enough.
Right.
I mean, another insane season for him. This was when it happened.
I
don't think we need the audio for it, but Aaron Judge basically just going back, getting a fly ball, trying to get it in there to hold the runner at second, who's trying to advance to third, right? Play it right here so you can see the throw. Right. Gets it back in quick, but on the replays, you can see him immediately wince when he throws this ball.
Not good.
Ouch.
Nah.
Did he stay in the game?
I think he did.
Okay.
I believe he did. And potentially even, didn't he play the next night possibly as well? It didn't seem like anybody noticed it right away, and then the next day he could barely throw a baseball, and they were really worried about the UCL. They avoided that, but it doesn't mean he's in the clear. I think they're going to be very careful with him. They have to be.
They better be, man, because if he ends up with Tommy John surgery, he's out for this season and half of next season.
Well, he could still hit though. He could still hit. He could put off the surgery. Because remember a few years ago, I think it was when the Phillies were in the World Series, Bryce Harper had a similar injury, and he put off getting the Tommy John surgery, and he was still hitting, and he was hitting bombs too that postseason while he was just DHing with that injury. So if the Yankees want to, and if Judge wants to, he could put it off, but then now you're eating into next season as well.
Yeah.
Same thing happened with Ohtani. Ohtani had the Tommy John surgery, and he wasn't pitching. He was still hitting, and he was hitting bombs. So
he's right-handed too, right?
Correct.
That was his right elbow.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah. So a concerning injury certainly for Yankees fans. Dom is probably drunk. He probably just got hammered to forget that Aaron Judge is hurt now and his entire season's over. But it's certainly something to keep an eye on for them. And Aaron Judge is a plus fielder in right field. You know what I mean?
He's got a good arm.
He's got a great arm, and in general, he's a plus player in the field, right? So you're not just taking away that massive bat; you're taking away a plus player in the field. I'm not going to say that Aaron Judge is oh my God, he's a generational talent in the outfield or anything. And we've seen some missteps and big key moments before for Aaron Judge, but overall, plus player in the field, and not going to have him for a while. So he's got to stay on there for 10 days. Doesn't necessarily mean he'll be back after that 10 days. That's just the minimum that he has to be on there for. So, we're Aaron Judge. How the Astros doing, John?
Oh, man. We're banged up and we're in a slump. We hit that slump before the All-Star break. We came back. We won 4 in a row. Now we lost 2 in a row to the A's, who suck. So I don't know. That's baseball, though.
You did lose 2 in a row to the A's. In one of those games, Astros got absolutely annihilated by the A's.
15-3.
We saw.
Now, granted, we didn't have one of our regular pitchers. I don't know who was pitching for the Astros. It was some dude.
We saw a beatdown for the Astros from the A's a few nights ago, and you actually had Nick Kurtz. I want to make sure I say that very succinctly. Tough name to say. He had 4 bombs, 6 hits, 4 bombs. They absolutely annihilated the Astros. And obviously, that's very worthy. A rookie with 4 home runs, incredible. But what happened the next A's game versus the Astros was actually probably talked about more. It's because we had a little announcer faux pas, and this is not one where they accidentally say a slur or something like that. Although that can happen when you have Nick Kurtz on your team. But it's this one right here. A's have had problems with broadcasting. That female broadcaster that gets roasted for every single thing she ever does, and I think rightfully so. It's just kind of terrible to listen to. We had somebody else in the box. Listen to this call.
1-2 pitch. High in the air, deep to right. That ball is foul.
What? He seriously said that?
Yes, it was an absolute bomb that bounced off like the second deck, nowhere near the foul line. And you can see his color guy comes in to try to save him here.
Or gone.
That ball was absolutely launched. Law Dog posing him up at the dish. He knew it off the bat. It was just a matter of how far.
So,
wow.
Not anywhere close to a foul ball. No. And this is Chris Carey. And by the way, I think the great grandson of the legendary Harry Carey, by the way.
Okay, cool.
But A's announcer responds after brutally botching home run call he thought was foul. He did tweet out about this. Totally lost in the lights. No excuses. Unfair to Butler and our fans that I messed up as badly as I did. It's completely and totally on me. Wish I could have it back, but it's baseball. I apologize and we'll be better tomorrow.
Man, he didn't need to apologize, man.
That is embarrassing, though.
Yeah, it's bad, but that doesn't warrant an apology. Just, I don't know. Make fun of yourself the next game while you're live or something, but you don't need to tweet it out.
The next no doubt home run you got, you just have to be like, oh, and there's a routine foul ball to right. Just missed, just outside. He's got a meme on that for a while.
Yeah, he's got to make fun of himself. Or double down and, be super ecstatic. Like, that ball was fucking launched. Holy smokes. And it's just like, barely gets over. Just over exaggerate.
They could have meant foul as in disgusting, like it was a good hit. No, that is not the case because he follows it up by saying or gone. Like he's shocked that it's actually gone because he thought it was foul.
1-2 pitch. High in the air, deep to right. That ball is foul. Or gone.
Or gone.
Or gone.
It was wild, man. But he owned it. I agree. I don't think it needed an apology.
Nah.
No.
But the thing is, it's exacerbated because of how bad the A's broadcast team has been. That female that they have working for them is awful.
She's terrible.
So fucking cringe. Everything she says.
Yep.
So then you have this happen. There's just more attention drawn on it because of that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that chick is terrible. There's a laundry list of terrible, terrible calls that she's done.
Everything, dude. Like, I don't even know her name. I feel bad for her, but
I couldn't tell you. Yeah.
I don't know her name, but the A's female who calls games about half the time is abysmal. And she sounds like such a try hard, and it's really weird. It's really weird. Keep women out of the commentating booth. In general, I agree.
Yeah.
In general, I agree in male sports.
For male sports, yes.
Like in male sports, in general, I feel the same way. Who's it? Jessica Mendoza, who used to be on the ESPN stuff all the time, the softball player. Is that her name?
Couldn't tell you.
I think it is. Mick Walsh for 2. Chad Kelly is the highest paid player in the CFL.
There you go. Chad Kelly. I think he's the nephew of Jim Kelly. You remember
Ole
this?
Miss? You go to Ole Miss?
Ole Miss, yeah.
Yeah.
Ole Miss. You remember his infamous story out of Denver?
I don't think so.
I think it was his rookie year. He was with Denver, and he got drunk, thought he was going home, stumbled into some random person's house, sat on the couch and turned on TV, and was just sitting in a stranger's house watching TV, and the homeowners came down and just seen Chad Kelly fucking plastered watching TV in their house.
Yeah, I do remember that now.
Yeah.
Could have done worse things, I suppose, but yeah, pretty embarrassing moment. Anthony Garcia becomes a channel member. Thank you, Anthony. Wu-Tang Dan for 5. Can't wait for for LeBum to retire. Ryan, I know you're a secret Nuggets fan. You like their moves this offseason. OKC, we are coming. Have a good show, lads. I don't think I'm a secret Nuggets fan. Although I was rooting for them in this postseason. I was rooting for them in this postseason, that's for sure. I like Jokic. He also frustrates the fuck out of me sometimes, but I do like Jokic. I don't know. I think that I think that they know that they need to step it up, that they have a certain window here with this kind of core intact. The idea of moving off of Michael Porter, I think it's probably the right one. As talented as he can, as the glimpses that he shows, especially when you guys play against the Lakers, I think it was probably the right move. But can't beat foul baiting Shea, you know. The American Man for 5. Our offense is fine. Starting pitching becoming whole again. We got Blake Trinan back. We need to trade for relievers. Our bullpen is nearly decimated, says the American Man Dodgers fan. Yeah. The Cubs are going to make a move for a starting pitcher. If we can land Mackenzie Gore, I think that'd be crazy. Fucking dude's talented as fuck. Seen some whispers about that. The Cubs are going to make a move, whether it's for Keller. I don't know how I feel about going after Sandy Alcantara because he's got a 7 ERA this year. So I don't know if I'm really interested in that, despite the talent and the stuff we've seen before. But Cubs need another pitcher. They need another good starting pitcher. Please. Please, please, please. But speaking of LeBron, we got to be careful, guys, because we all know LeBron James a little bit sensitive. Got to find where I put the shit. Here it is. We know LeBron is a little bit sensitive, so unfortunately, we might not be able to show some of this stuff. But LeBron James is in the news again, and yeah, there's trade rumors swirling around LeBron. Is this his last year? Is this his last year in LA? What's he gonna do? Which new group of perennial all-star teammates is he gonna go match up with? Blah blah blah, all this stuff. But LeBron's in the news for memes because apparently LeBron James is getting very, very upset at some of the AI videos that are being created about him. In fact, he sent cease and desist to a bunch of different companies and Instagram accounts and stuff like that. LeBron James has sent cease and desist letters to the AI company making pregnancy videos of him. Instagram has banned 3 accounts for resharing the videos.
Wow.
LeBron James is getting so sensitive about this. I don't know if we can really show it, so I'll describe it to you. LeBron James is pregnant with Steph Curry's baby. And Steph Curry comes and helps him into an ambulance, and they go to the hospital. Then the baby's born, and it's got a beard. And Steph Curry's like, LeBron, why does our baby look like James Harden? And then James Harden is standing there in the hallway, and James Harden then laughs like Kawhi Leonard. That is apparently so fucking offensive to LeBron that he felt the need to sue over this, which is that feels exactly like LeBron to me. That sounds bitch made.
Yeah, that's retarded.
Now, I do think the AI company in question, the reason that they're doing this is because they, as opposed to just like going to whatever, hey, generate me this, this company has like lists of famous people where they give you like step-by-step directions on how to best make fake AI videos of said people. If you're advertising your company like that and you're trying to use these people's name and likeness so that people come in, I do think there might be some legal thing within there where you might have grounds. But it just makes you look soft as shit. It's a video like nobody's going to think it's real. LeBron James fucking pregnant and it doesn't even look real. It's stupid. It's dumb. This is bitch made. Who fucking cares, dude?
Yeah.
A meme.
Yeah, apparently there was a whole bunch of AI pictures and videos out there because one of them had him pregnant with like Diddy's baby.
Yeah.
Cuddling up with Diddy.
Yeah,
And
there's one of that too, yeah.
I thought that was what really got him triggered. Now we've seen all these AI images of LeBron, dressed up in the maid's uniform, him walking down the street in a dress. But now he's really triggered now over this. This is really petty.
And the thing is, like, how the internet works, now that LeBron is doing this, it's just going to get worse. That's how the internet is. Now people are going to double down and only make LeBron James meme-worthy AI.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if it bothers you that much seeing you pregnant, guess what, LeBron? You're going to see a lot of memes of you pregnant now.
Yep. Bingo.
It is really dumb. I wish I could show it, but I don't know if LeBron James will fucking sue us for it. So it is just like a stupid. It's all over Twitter. You can go to Twitter and find it really easy. Look up LeBron James, Steph Curry AI. I don't think there's anything perverse or obscene about it necessarily. It's just stupid. But it does give another opportunity for LeBron to show just how fucking soft he is.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, I think that maybe the reason it came out might have been also to shift the topic away from a different LeBron story that came out recently that they very quickly swept under the rug. For years and years, we have heard whispers and theories and connections between LeBron James and PEDs. And, of course, any player that has this amount of time when he's like at this type of athletic peak and his body looks like this at 40, like all of this stuff, people are going to ask questions, but we've also had connections that go far beyond that and allegations from people. Well, we heard another one the other day from Jeff Teague, former NBA player, that he very, very quickly reversed course on. And I believe it's because LeBron's team got to him. I don't know if there's any other way to say it. Former NBA All-Star accuses Lakers star LeBron James of steroid use. And I got to actually share the audio so we can play this clip. But I think it might be a reason LeBron wanted to shift the focus on to something else entirely. And it was right over here. Club 520, they're doing their little thing. And obviously they have a lot of fun. They joke around, stuff like this. But listen to Jeff Teague talk about LeBron.
Which Bron was better?
Miami Heat Bron.
Miami Heat Bron.
Miami Heat.
I'm going this Cavs Bron because this Cavs Bron had a 3.
Man, y'all crazy. Miami Heat Bron was, he was on steroids, bro. He had to sit out. He was on steroids for real. Like legit was on steroids, bro. Allegedly, but like he had. We all remember when they told him like they
there goes the Clutch Sports allegations.
Yeah, I remember that though. But they was like he got everybody. They started testing for HGH, and they was like, "Yo," and he had to sit out. Like he said his back was hurt, and he sat out for like 3 weeks, and he came back skinny. This is just I was in the league. I remember, and he came back in. He was crazy though.
Now,
bro.
that might have been the best Bron, bro.
So that's the clip. And he's saying, remember when LeBron was on steroids, like legit on steroids? He was on steroids, allegedly. And then he goes and tells the story. And that's true. That is true about LeBron. He suddenly had this back injury. And he like went down to Miami or no, he went somewhere else. Cause I think that was maybe the first year back in Cleveland. He went down to Miami to like recuperate or whatever. And when he came back, he was significantly smaller. All of a sudden, Jeff Teague, after a day, 24 hours after that, comes out and completely walks that shit back. Y'all weird. I was just joking about Bron. He was just that dominant. Chill. That was not like some sort of, I'm just memeing bros. That was not the case with this.
Yeah, he went into detail about time missed and LeBron coming back. He believed that LeBron was on, whether it was steroids or HGH.
Yeah, it didn't sound like he was joking.
No, obviously they are, it's a very like lighthearted tone. They're just shooting the shit and everything like that. But that's specifically the idea that you guys are weird. I was just joking. And this is after a LeBron James fan confronted him at a gas station and like threatened him over these allegations, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Gilbert Arenas called Jeff Teague the fuck out as well about moonwalking back his allegations. And essentially said, we get it. We understand, Jeff. We understand why you had to do that. Only a couple people are allowed to talk about LeBron James. Only a few people are allowed to talk about LeBron and Bronny James. You say something like that, people come up to you real quick. You get back put in your place. To me, this 45-second clip, this is not him fucking memeing. It's obviously lighthearted, but this was not a joke. Remember when LeBron was on steroids, like legit on steroids? Allegedly, then even covers his bases there. I think he doesn't want to get fucking sued. I think Clutch Sports got to him and got him to walk that shit back really quick. That's what I think. Because they will do anything to protect the legacy of LeBron James.
Mm-hmm. Yes, there's a lot of delusion, man, about like your favorite athletes, and like people just have this fucking weird dream that their favorite athlete would never take performance enhancing drugs. They would never do steroids or growth hormone. Like some people, the delusion fucking kills them, man. They got to grow up and accept reality.
Well, it was like, was it like 6 years ago? It was a while ago that Chael Sonnen came out and basically spilled the beans on everything that LeBron was taking, like everything that he was taking.
I know Kel said that about John Jones. With Ariel Helwani, he was like, oh, dude, like, yeah, I was juicing. He goes, I also know that John Jones was juicing. I knew John Jones was juicing the first time that we went into the octagon together. And when we started grappling, he's like, oh, okay. You're on it too? Okay. Yeah, Chael Sonnen's outspoken. I like Chael Sonnen. I didn't know that he, laid out everything that LeBron was on.
He said they went to the same guy.
I mean,
there you go. Fucking guy. That's why he knew everything.
Would it surprise me? Not really. I mean, if you guys remember during the steroid era in baseball, those guys had substances right in their lockers. You can actually just see it. I believe Mark McGwire, I believe he had something in his locker right there for everybody to see. It was kind of like an open secret.
Well, sports. Especially in that era when Balco started coming out with like the cream and everything. So it's not like they were also doing some injections and stuff like that. But oftentimes it was like the cream, the clear, the stuff like that, where you wouldn't be just looking into someone's locker and see like a syringe and be like, oh, fuck, what are they doing?
Yeah. And then to be fair, man, I remember Andro. Remember Andro? That was like a whole big thing. I remember when I was in Navy, man, you can go to a GNC and get Andro right off the shelf. The same stuff.
Yeah. But I think 1,000% that somebody from Clutch Sports, somebody from LeBron's camp, they 100% told Jeff Teague, you shut the fuck up about that right now.
Yeah, and we know that LeBron is sensitive, man. Remember what he did to Stephen A. He got right in his face, started cursing him out because Stephen A. was critical of what he was doing with Bronny. LeBron is extremely sensitive.
Yeah, I totally believe this. And it is not. It's funny because the same people who will be like, well, Michael Jordan was actually suspended with the gambling stuff, and that's why, but the NBA wanted to protect him, and that's why this entire thing happened. The same people who will say that and believe that and think about that whatever you want, those same people will be like, no, LeBron James has never done anything wrong. Despite we see him partying every time he leaves town with a different girl, he's never had any controversy. He's never stepped out on his wife. They love each other so much. He would never think about doing steroids despite all of the talk and all the people who have said this shit. I 1,000% believe that they will do anything to try to keep the good name and image of LeBron James.
Yeah. And I'll say it. LeBron James is 100% on performance-enhancing drugs, and he has been for a long time. I'm not kidding. It's not a playful joke. He's 100% on gear. A lot of them are.
There you go. Virtual Reality Fitness says Jordan went bald because of roids. Bro, Jordan was fucking half bald as a rookie when he came in.
Yeah.
So I don't think so. But now you could make an argument about later on if you think that, but he was already fucking bald by then.
I'm bald and bad. I never
What's
took
that?
any. I'm bald and bad. I never took any drugs or anything like that. I started getting my hairline started receding a little bit like in my 30s. And now it's really bad right now. Actually, I need to shave my head.
Bro, rookie MJ is like, rookie and second year MJ is basically the only ones we have with hair, yeah?
Yeah.
After
Jordan
that,
went bald pretty fast.
Yeah, you started losing it. He didn't try to hang on to it, do the transplants like LeBron. He didn't try to do all that shit. He ain't gonna have that fucking Reese's peanut butter cup looking hair. He ain't gonna do that. He's just like, fuck it.
Do you had that video clip where you can actually see LeBron's hairpiece in a game and Anthony Davis points it out to him?
Yes.
Bro, when he's like adjusting his headband and shit.
Yeah. It looks bad.
Oh man. Storm Shadow says LeBron's clean. He's all natural, just like Liver King.
Yep.
Probably. John Geddes Gaming for 10. Ever hear Mike Lange announce for the Penguins? I can't say I have. Always had a great phrase when goals were scored. Like, he beat him like a rented mule. He just picked his pocket like he was walking down Fifth Avenue. I can't say I've tuned into too many Penguins local games or anything. No. But thanks, John Getz, for the info. I did win Penguins tickets one time when I was in Pittsburgh. It was at a fucking bar, but I was only there for a week, so I won them and put it up on Ticketmaster or StubHub or whatever the fuck. David Cushmore for 199. What are your thoughts about Hulk Hogan? Yeah, Hulk Hogan, RIP. He actually passed. The news broke when me and Jay were live on Geeks and Gamers Daily.
Yeah.
But yeah, obviously sad news. I can't particularly be like, whoa, that's shocking because,
he actually
wrestlers
outlived a lot of wrestlers.
Yeah, right. He did outlive a lot of wrestlers in that era specifically, 71 years old. And so I can't say that it's like shocking, but obviously huge. A dude who built professional wrestling, basically.
See, I was a kid, man, in the 80s. Hulk Hogan was one of the top 3 athletes in the world. It wasn't even close. He was huge in the 80s. He built wrestling, man. Everybody wanted to be Hulk Hogan, man. Everybody wanted to be him.
Yeah, and obviously recent years, things, because, oh my gosh, he said a word that I don't like in private. Fucking 20 years ago.
Yeah,
who cares, man?
He had what do you say, 20 surgeries in the past decade? The dude's body was just falling apart.
I saw him at the RNC. I saw him at the RNC last year or whenever that was, I guess. When he freaking rips the shit open. He's got the Trump Vance shirt on and everything.
Yeah, yeah.
So that was crazy. Absolutely wild. And it's sad that the last memory in WWE is him getting booed. Now, for him to come out and pump the American beer stuff was probably half the reason, and half the reason because it was in fucking LA with a bunch of tool bags. But yeah, really sad day for wrestling for sure.
Yep.
I didn't watch I didn't watch wrestling back when Hulk was like really big and everything. I mean, every single person in the world knew who Hulk Hogan was. I never really got into wrestling that much.
I watched it all the time, man. WrestleMania, man, that used to be huge to watch.
Yeah. If you guys are interested, we do some wrestling streams over on Locals, right, Beardo?
Yes, we do. Every Monday we do Monday Night Raw, and on the weekends when they have like a special event or pay-per-view, we cover those as well. But I'm thinking actually for the football season, we're going to swap out Monday Night Raw, and we're going to live stream a watch party for Monday Night Football.
Monday Night Football. Do a little Manning cast.
Yeah. For
there you go. That could work.
I'd rather watch the Manning cast than that fucking bum Troy Aikman and Joe Buck. Fuck
I'm
those
going to be
guys.
real. Manning cast, half of it's really cool, half of it's fucking awful.
I like it when they bring in like NFL personalities, like former players or coaches and stuff. That's fine. When they get corporate, ABC, Disney, and they bring in actors or fucking Barack Obama, like maybe that's when we'll turn on the main broadcast.
Some of the guest stuff doesn't work, and even between like Eli and Peyton, like they obviously have really good banter back and forth. However, it was their second year doing it last year. Sometimes they really like lose the flow of like the game. You know what I mean? When they're going through everything, and Peyton just be like, "What do you what do you got here, Eli?" And like some guy will make a random joke about something, and a play happens, and Peyton's like trying to analyze it, but they're doing some other fucking gag here.
Right? Yeah. The best part of the Manning cast is when you have Peyton and Eli breaking it down and like, you know, trying to predict the play. Like, you know, you see a guy go in motion. Peyton's just like pointing it out. Okay, this is going to happen here. Now, Eli, you see these guys. You see this defensive scheme right here. This is going to happen. Like, that's the best part.
That's what I wish basically the whole thing was. You
Correct.
know what I mean?
Yeah, me too.
I don't like the interviews. I don't like the guests for the most part.
Yeah.
Now, you have Belichick on there. That is good. It is
great
good
stuff.
when Belichick is a guest.
Yeah.
Not just because of his personality, but also because he can add so much to that conversation. Yeah, half the time Manningcast pisses me off. Chris Curran, fuck LeBum. Sports Wars rules. Let's fucking go.
Hey, Chris.
Thanks, Chris. And then Chris Curran says he's a huge pussy. B.
Pussy bitch.
Pussy bitch. Yeah, maybe pussy bitch. Little Orphan Funkhauser for 2. Beardo reads supers better than LePregers.
Thank you.
Thank you, Little Orphan Funkhauser.
Did you guys see Von Miller? He signed with the Commanders and at his press conference and called them the Redskins.
Called them the Redskins.
Fucking awesome, dude. I love it.
How old is Von Miller? Is he 40?
He's getting up there. This is like his 4th or 5th team too. Denver, LA, Buffalo, and now the Redskins. So 4th
he's
team.
Only 36. He seems so fucking old.
It seems like he's 50. He's been around forever.
Yeah, been around a long time.
Von Miller strip sacked Cam Newton in that Super Bowl, yeah?
Yeah.
I believe so. I think that was him. Dude, that Denver defense, Super Bowl 50, was so freaking good.
Great.
I could have fucking played quarterback for them and won the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Probably.
So could Brock Osweiler.
He's gonna be moonwalking into the Hall of Fame when it gets done.
Yeah.
But I saw like there was a lot of conversation surrounding that recently because that comes up every so often about why Cam didn't jump on the ball, and he got asked, was it Stephen A. Smith that asked him if you could trade your MVP for a Super Bowl ring, would you do it? And he's like, no. Like a lot of shit like that. So obviously a lot of criticism for Cam Newton because of that. So a lot of people, how would the NFL be different if Cam Newton had actually jumped on that ball? And it could have been. But the thing I think we forget about is they were backed up on not backed up, but they were like on their own 20 or 30. It was like a 3rd and 9. So if he does jump on that ball, it's probably 4th and 15 with 4 minutes left. They're probably not going to go for it. They probably punt it away anyway. So it could certainly change things, but you know, they were down 6 at the time, I think. So we go back and we look at that and be like, well, if he jumped on that, they would have won the game. It's like they would have had a lot of work to do, but certainly would have been a better position to jump on that ball and punt the ball away with 4 minutes left. With fucking old ass bitch Peyton Manning out there, couldn't do shit the entire game.
If he jumps on it, what if he gets, dogpiled, injures his shoulder? Now you have fucking Jimmy Clausen out there trying to win you the Super Bowl.
Well, I still think you jump on that ball. Like
I still think so too.
It's easy for us to say in the moment, right?
Sure.
Like, yeah, fucking jump on that ball. It doesn't matter if you get hurt or not. Who knows what he's seeing, if he thinks the ball's about to bounce, or maybe somebody he doesn't think he can get. I don't fucking know. It's easy for us to say, but certainly if you see a guy that doesn't jump on the ball like that and it looks like he's preserved himself in that game,
it looks bad.
Of course.
Yeah.
We just talked about Tyrese Halliburton, knowing he was risking it all with that calf injury to go out game 7 of the NBA finals, knowing the risks, but also knowing it's the fucking NBA finals and you may never be back. And you put it all on the line. That's what you do.
Yeah.
That's what you're paid to do. But I don't know. I remember, you remember when RG3 tore his ACL in that playoff game?
Remember against Seattle.
I fucking hated RG3 so much. I hated all the fucking love he was getting. I fucking hated it. So when he got fucking hurt and went for his knee instead of like trying to grab that ball, I was roasting the fuck out of him.
His knee was already banged up. He was wearing a massive knee brace. Like his knee was already fucked up. And his knee went fucking sideways, man. Looked like a 90-degree angle.
Yeah.
But RG3, man. That's another quarterback. What could have been without those knee injuries?
Nah. Andrew Luck, because I was like Andrew Luck guy.
Andrew Luck,
yes, Andrew Luck.
And for people that were, we see this every 1 or 2 pick. Anytime quarterbacks are picked at the top, they're always going to get compared. And people when RG3's rookie season and Andrew Luck's rookie season, people were like, "Wow, they made the wrong pick. Look at RG3. Look at RG3." And it's like, bro, that shit is not gonna last. And obviously, torn ACL doesn't help, but Andrew Luck was. That's a what could have been.
That is what could have been. But he was such a physical quarterback too. Like he was pretty mobile, but he did not get out of bounds. He did not like it. He was like a fucking linebacker playing quarterback, dude. He would just lower the shoulder, and he took unnecessary hits, man.
Well, do you remember him literally playing like a linebacker after a turnover against USC?
Oh, yeah. Stanford? Absolutely.
Yeah.
I know exactly what highlight you're talking about.
Yeah, let's see if I can find this. Andrew Luck forced fumble.
Dude's a freaking meatball, man.
Where the fuck is it? Andrew Luck. Not that one. I think that would be. You'd think that'd be easy to find. Andrew Luck tackle. Let me look that one up.
You're looking on YouTube or Twitter?
Here, I found it on Twitter. I think this is it. Because I think it was a fumble on, one of the USC guys forced a fumble, and Andrew Luck's like, "You ain't taking this shit back."
Out of the eye in a tight formation. Taylor.
The ball comes out. Man, I used to think he's going for a fucking touchdown right here.
Ball. USC.
Oh, fuck. Oh, God. Hey. That is great tackling technique right there.
Yeah.
High quarterback.
Here. You gotta watch this angle.
I mean, when the ball hits the ground, great job of stripping and picking it up. And Andrew Luck brought the wood. That ball's out, clearly. Yeah. There's just a zero question about that ball being out. Now it's out again.
He didn't even see it coming.
Oh, you fucked him up, dude. Andrew Luck was an athlete, man. Remember that one-handed catch?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was in San Diego at a casino where I won from the local sports radio station. I won like a fantasy football experience where we got there, had free drinks, free food, all this shit. Bring your team, do your draft there. And they had a couple Fox Sports guys there. And Jeff Garcia was there as well, former quarterback Jeff Garcia.
Yep.
And they were like talking about their fantasy picks before we did it. And I saw that fucking news right before our draft that Andrew Luck had retired.
Right.
And so like I walk up to Jeff Garcia and I'm like, who's on stage, and I'm like, hey, Andrew Luck just fucking retired. He was like, what? And so they all like check their phones real quick, and then they announce it to like the entire group. It was crazy.
Wow. Remember that video of OJ? OJ Simpson at his fantasy draft?
Oh, yeah.
And he drafted Andrew Luck.
Oh, yeah.
And Andrew Luck retired like a few minutes later.
Like, what did I do to deserve this?
Yeah.
What did I do? What did I do to you, Andrew? That was crazy. And it leaks while he's on the field, and Colts fans hear it, and what a mess.
They're booing him. Yeah. Not good.
What an absolute mess.
Who's the Colts backup then? Was it Matt Hasselbeck? Was he backing up Andrew Luck during that period? I think he was. I think it was Hasselbeck.
I don't know. I remember Curtis Painter was on the team. I think when they lost all those games.
That was Peyton's injury year. Curtis Painter started.
Curtis Painter, Purdue boy.
Fuck,
I was rooting
Curtis
for
Painter,
him,
dude. Curtis Painter was also the backup quarterback when they the year the Saints, they lost the Super Bowl to the Saints. The Colts were undefeated, 14-0 going into they already sealed up the first seed and everything. And that dumbass fucking head coach, what's his fucking name? That piece of shit wound up going to Detroit. Fucking asshole. Gosh, what was his fucking name? Anyways, sat all the Colts starters the last two games, completely killed all of their momentum going into the playoffs. They go to the Super Bowl and fucking shit the bed against New Orleans. It wasn't Matt Patricia. No, it was a black head coach.
Are you talking about Jim Caldwell?
Jim Caldwell, that fucking pussy.
Yeah. Jim Caldwell just sat there and looked like a fucking trout. Never did anything.
Dude, Jim Caldwell.
That's coordinator material right there. That's what I always thought about Jim Caldwell. But
yeah, that fucking douchebag sat all the Colts starters and ruined what could have been a perfect fucking season. That fucking scumbag.
Bro, I was so... That was the Saints Super Bowl?
That was the Saints Super Bowl, yeah.
Bro, I was so fucking happy when they lost. Because again, I'm from Indiana, but I'm from Northwest Indiana. So there's a lot of Bears fans. There's a lot of Colts fans and stuff. Although the Colts fans weren't around until Peyton got there. Then all of a sudden people started switching things up a little bit because, Peyton Manning, it's so much cooler to root for Peyton Manning than Rex Grossman and Kyle Orton and yada, yada, yada. I fucking stayed true to my team. But because they were there, because I still fucking felt the pain of the Colts winning and beating the Bears, I ain't gonna root for them. I rooted against Peyton Manning every fucking opportunity I had. Fuck that motherfucker and fuck the Colts. So when they make it, I made like posters when they played the Jets in the AFC Championship game. Fucking, I had Jets posters and shit that I made to cheer on the Jets. So then you knew damn well for the Saints, I was going to root for them. My boy Drew Brees. I made like a Reggie Bush poster. I was all out, and everybody fucking hated me for it. I didn't.
You know what's crazy is that Mark Sanchez, Rex Ryan Jets team went to 2 back-to-back AFC championships and lost to Tom Brady and Peyton Manning.
They did.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
With Braylon Edwards. They built a super defense too. They had Jason Taylor on that team.
There's some good defenses on that team.
Yeah. The year the Colts won the Super Bowl against the Bears, Jack, correct me if I'm wrong, the number 1 seed in the AFC was either Pittsburgh or it might have been Denver with Jake Plummer.
I do not remember.
The Denver first seed might have been the year before when Pittsburgh won against the Seahawks.
It may have been Pittsburgh because I know because the Patriots went to Indy for that. That was the AFC Championship, right? When they came back.
No, the Colts.
Yeah.
Wasn't that divisional round against the
Yeah,
Patriots?
that was the divisional round, I think.
That's divisional round? Okay.
No, I think John's right. The AFC Championship was, and they went to halftime, and the Patriots were up like 21 to
3, I think.
21 to 3 at halftime, and the Colts came back. I do believe that was the AFC Championship.
Let's
also,
look.
I think the Chargers were. Oh, the Chargers were the first seed. That's right.
Oh, yeah.
Chargers
That's
were the
right,
first
because
seed.
I remember now.
LaDainian
Because
Tomlinson. And,
New England beat them at San Diego.
And didn't Phillip Rivers, he was playing on a torn ACL that entire playoffs?
I think so.
Yes.
I think he was. Yeah.
Yeah, Chargers are 14-2 that season. Now,
and who was the Chargers head coach? Was it Marty Schottenheimer, huh?
Yeah.
Marty Schottenheimer was their coach.
Yeah, so they were the 1 seed. And they lost to New England, and then New England went to Indianapolis.
Yep.
Yeah, so they beat the Kansas City Chiefs, the Baltimore Ravens, and the Patriots. Patriots in the AFC Championship game to get there.
Mm-hmm. And who was the Ravens quarterback? And was that 06?
Yeah, it was 06.
So was that Steve McNair? Or was he still in Tennessee?
It was Steve McNair.
Yeah. There you go.
Air McNair.
Air McNair.
Oh, go watch that video about him getting murdered.
Yeah.
Or that
documentary.
The documentary about him getting murdered. But speaking of NFL and all this, we're in training camp, guys. We're in training camp. Beardo, you've been watching Giants training camp?
I have, yeah. And
what do you think about Russ, Jackson Dart? What do you think?
It's 7-on-7s, man. 7-on-7s. Nobody's really going full speed. They're not even in shells, man. They're just in helmets. Like, they're not even wearing shoulder pads or anything. Everyone's just in shorts and fucking jerseys wearing helmets. Like, I hate that. The NFL's gotten so soft in training camp. Like, that was one thing that I liked when the Detroit Lions had their Hard Knocks a few years ago. Dan Campbell's like, we're going full contact, boys. Put on the fucking gear, put on all the pads. We're going full contact. I don't fucking care. That's when he's crying. He's like, I wouldn't do anything to hurt you guys, man. You got to believe me, son of a bitch. You guys got to believe me. I fucking love that, man. It's gotten so damn soft. So,
doesn't the CBA say they can only practice in pads like once or twice a week?
They have restrictions for practicing, how many practices and all of that shit. What can be full contact and not? They do, yeah.
Yeah, correct. But some of them don't even take advantage of that. Like, they don't do anything. They're wearing shells most of the time, and if they're not, they're just wearing their helmets. It's so gay. It's so soft. So I don't know. I don't know what to expect. But our coach, Brian Dable, he said before they even stepped foot on the field for training camp, Russ is our number one starter going into week 1. Okay, yeah, we all knew that. But why is he saying that before anybody's even touched the field? It's dumb to me, but whatever.
I'm totally cool with it. Look, they can always change things. Like,
yeah, I guess. Yeah.
They can always say something different, but I think that's probably the right move. And
the guy I'm most excited for the Giants is Cam Scatterbo.
You see the little dumb thing they had where Scatterbo wore Jackson Dart's jersey or whatever?
Yeah. Those guys got good chemistry, but I'm excited for Cam.
I wish we could have got that motherfucker, to be honest with you, but
yeah,
that's all right. Bears, I feel like everybody's watching the fucking Bears training camp. Caleb Williams, Ben Johnson, blah, blah, blah. Some struggles. Yesterday's training camp was pretty damn good. The day before, Caleb Williams threw two interceptions and 11-on-11, and people are fucking melting down over it. I do think it's going to take some time. It's a completely new system and all of that shit. I'm excited about the fucking defense with Dennis Allen coming in there for that defense. I am excited about that because we got some fucking players over there. And obviously the defense was whatever about Eberflus, fucking dog shit fucking head coach. He ran a solid defense. And when they did fire him, which they should have because he's a fucking bum, I hope that dude fucking dies in a plane accident, honestly. But you did see a step down with the defense once Eberflus was gone. So solo crash, nobody else harmed, just him. But I'm excited to see that defense rebound a little bit. But mean, JJ McCarthy threw like fucking 5 picks in one day at training camp, and for some reason, no one's melting down over that. But that is what training camp is. It's 4 overreactions. You see the 4th string quarterback in there have a good connection with the backup tight end, and all of a sudden, I think there might be
some controversy.
This guy up there might be some. This is the time in training camp.
Yep.
I'm looking forward to the next couple of weeks, joint practices, fights, shit like that.
Yes.
Aaron Rodgers with Pittsburgh obviously is a big deal. He was not at all of the other workouts like a lot of people were in the off season because he didn't want to be. So he signs. And so everything Aaron Rodgers is doing at that camp is being hyper scrutinized. People are really upset at Will Freiermuth's body language because he looked really upset that Aaron Rodgers checked the ball down again, stuff. To me, most of training camp is like all nonsense. You guys ever been to watch training camp practices?
No.
Never.
I had an opportunity to go twice when I was in San Diego and the Chargers had just moved to LA and they were doing it at some facility in the LA area. And so it was, hour and a half drive for me from where I was living at the time. So I went up there and it was fun. It was interesting. But yeah, it's cool to sit there and watch the guys and see them. You're pretty close up and everything, just going through the reps. But yeah, I don't know. We did see Terry McLaurin reported. That's huge for the Commanders, but apparently he's injured. So it looked like there was potential to give it a holdout with McLaurin, and that dude is a beast. Dude's a fucking monster, and they should pay his ass. But I don't know when that's going to happen. He went from holding out to holding in, but he's got an ankle injury, so he's not actually practicing. But what's going on with the Cowboys, John?
I really haven't paid.
Riding broomsticks. You see that? Dak dancing around riding a fucking broomstick like he's fucking Harry Potter.
Playing Quidditch, bro.
Yeah, I haven't had a chance to really follow up on the Cowboys. I got NFL Premium Plus now, so I can actually catch up on what's going on with them. But I'm not really excited for the Cowboys this year. We already talked about that. Brian Schottenheimer, just another guy. Typical Jerry hire.
Another guy that Jerry Jones can control.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
How do we feel about ESPN potentially buying NFL Network?
I heard that.
I heard about that.
Which means they would host Red Zone as well.
Yeah, they're talking about putting it on that $30 streaming service that they're going to be putting out. Yeah, that'd be the only way you can get it.
So it wouldn't be a part of the Sunday Ticket package on YouTube TV. You'd have to buy Sunday Ticket if you want to watch. I'm
assuming that may be that. More than likely, it's going to have to stay on YouTube TV because I'm pretty sure YouTube TV paid a lot of money over years to get that. But if you just wanted it like Red Zone a la carte, you would have to get it through ESPN streaming.
Because so YouTube TV, Ryan, correct me if I'm wrong. There's a package where you can just get out of market games. You can just get Red Zone. And one with both of them together.
No. You have to get. It's either you get YouTube TV. NFL Sunday Ticket, and then the other package is Sunday Ticket with Red Zone.
You can't just buy Red Zone on its own.
No. Okay. You have to go through NFL that website and get
gotcha.
Premium Plus to get that.
Yeah, because last year I got the complete package.
Yeah.
So did I. And to be honest, I almost exclusively watch Red Zone.
Me too.
Pretty much I'll just have like Red Zone and the Bears game on. That's pretty much it. So it seems like I'm fucking paying a lot of fucking money to just watch that shit.
Well, NFL Premium Plus, I got it for $80 for a year.
Just Red Zone.
Red Zone, you get Hard Knocks, you get all the stuff on NFL Network as well. So it's a pretty good deal.
Thing is, for John, almost every goddamn Dallas Cowboys game is available everywhere all the time anyway. Half because it's the Cowboys and half because of the time that you're playing. You know what I mean?
It's rare that I can't watch a Cowboys game here. I believe season before last, it was one game that wasn't showing up on local TV. It was only one game.
You'll have enough primetime games, and then for the most part, Cowboys are playing in that 4:30 time slot, and oftentimes it'll be the game.
I get
anyway.
every Texans and Cowboys game on local TV.
Yeah, I am looking forward to football season though.
Me too.
Yeah. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. Long and distinguished for 5. Ryan, you should take the G&G crew to attempt a 9-9-9 in an MLB game.
I'm game.
9 hot dogs, 9 beers in 9 innings.
I'm game.
I saw JJ Watt did like
He did it in 5 innings.
5 in 2 innings or something.
Yeah. The Barstool crew took Joey Chestnut to a game, and Joey Chestnut had 20 beers in 9 innings.
Wow.
And he had like a bunch of Savannah banana dogs or whatever too, right?
Maybe. Was
Like,
it
he crushed like 11 banana hot dogs in 2 minutes or something.
What the fuck is a banana hot dog?
It's something that they serve at their games. I assume a hot dog and a banana, but I don't really know. Speaking of the Savannah Bananas, did you guys see the huge promo they did the other day?
I did not.
It was pretty incredible, honestly. Savannah Bananas, they've been, taking the country by storm in recent years. And honestly, it does look like it might be a lot of fun to go to a game at some point in time. They do trick plays. They got a bunch of gimmicks. It's like WWE meets baseball type of thing. But when they decided to go do a promo on CNN, I got to say, this didn't work out super well.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh.
Wait, what? Oh, rewind it.
Hold on.
That, what you just saw there, is a brand new twist on America's favorite pastime.
Desperately try to save that segment.
I need to watch that again.
But yeah,
Does this guy play for the team?
This guy plays for the Savannah Bananas, yeah. And they do a bunch of they do backflips and catch balls. They do stuff like that all the time, but something didn't work out on this flooring, apparently.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, the chick said, "Oh, Jesus."
The most embarrassing faceplant you could possibly do. Just fucked your face up.
Fuck.
And that is a new twist on America's greatest pastime.
Man.
Holy shit.
You guys didn't see this shit.
No.
Oh, Jesus.
Surprised he didn't lose his teeth.
Fuck.
Yeah. So I don't know if that promo worked out the best, but in all seriousness, they are mega popular, dude. It's hard to get tickets. There's like queues you have to get in line when they do release tickets for them. They're selling out football stadiums when they go play. Whenever they go to a certain place, they'll bring out local celebrities, musicians. They'll have a local sports or a local baseball, retired guy come out and do a pinch hit at bat and stuff. It does seem like a lot of fun. No lies.
Dude, they sold out Angel Stadium. The Angels can't even sell out Angel Stadium.
They sold out Busch Stadium. They sold out Clemson's football stadium.
That's insane.
But yeah, this probably was not the best promo for them, however. Just a little. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, Jesus.
That's funny.
Man. The old Savannah Bananas. Night Saber for 2. Hail Beardo and Ryan. Aaron Judge hurt. Go Yankees. Yes. John Getz Gaming 2019. I picked Luck and Ben in fantasy. Luck didn't quit till after the draft, and Ben rips his elbow 2 games in. 12-man league, so my QBs were toast. That is rough.
Damn.
For me, in fantasy, quarterback is the one thing that you can, unless you're getting one of the top 5 guys, you can find some replacements, but that's pretty rough. Both of you guys get fucked like that in the draft. Connor Akers for 5. I wonder what Carmelo Anthony thinks about whenever Carmelo Anthony stories pop up in his feed. Probably doesn't love it.
Yeah.
Enrico Palazzo for 5. I went to almost all of Luck's games at Stanford. Had never seen a more pro-ready quarterback, even as a freshman. That includes seeing Elway a ton. Well, thanks to Enrico. I've got the Stanford Elway signed helmet right there. So shout out to Enrico.
Cool.
I wish he wouldn't have called it quits, man. Wish he wouldn't have called it quits. Savvy's Superior Sausage. Chargers had Pats beat 3 times and gave that game away. Don't headbutt after the 3rd down stop. Get the fuck down after the INT. Yeah. KW for $5 on Rumble. I started reading this earlier and we got distracted by something, but KW for $5 on Rumble. After the stream last week, my nephew hit a walk-off single to win state. They play Tennessee this Thursday at 10 a.m. Eastern on ESPN Plus. So check it out before G&G Daily. That is really cool, KW. That's fucking awesome, dude. Walk-off clincher to win state. Hell yes. Hell yes. But I think that's about all we got for today, boys. Beardo, what do you got going on, man?
Nothing much. Just chilling. I might play some video games tonight, but that's about it.
There you go. John, what do you guys got going on in black and white?
Oh, not much. Going to relax, eat some lunch, and put out some videos later.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
All right, guys. Hey, thank you for being here for Sports Wars on YouTube or Rumble or wherever. We appreciate you guys. And we'll be back next week. Talk to you guys later. Bye.